a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
I wish it was spring.
Hello, Carl.
Whoa, who are you?
I'm the Mulch Store Genie.
Well, your entrance music makes you sound like an alien.
We Mulch Store Genies survive on grass and compost, not snow and ice.
If you're a genie, where's your lamp?
Mulch Store Genies live... Never mind you. Let's get to the point. You had a wish for me, Carl.
Yeah, I wished it would be spring.
Your wish is my command.
Sweet, this is much better. Wow, my lawn looks great too.
Indeed, Carl. That's the power of the Mulch Store Genius.
Thanks.
Tell your friends of my mulching powers.
The Mulch Store, granting beautiful lawn and landscaping wishes since 2000. Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
I really loved this book.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the EP Community Center for Senior Night as we're underway in this matchup between the top-ranked Eden Prairie Eagles and the number 6 Edina Hornets, two teams that know each other very well as they've faced off plenty of times in Section 2AA as well as late conference action. Kate Ridlin gets a shot in on the netminder. Anna Goldstein getting the start tonight, 4-4 with a 2.73 goals against average this season. And right away, a shot and a score from Crystalline Hengler. So 1-0 in the first minute of action. The Eagles take the lead. Crystalline Hengler this season, 5 goals now and 15 total points. And for Eden Prairie, the success against not only Edina but the rest of the field in 2014-15 continues. Of course, unbeaten, 19-0-3 this season. And against Edina, they're 6-1 in their last 7 matchups, including a victory earlier this season by a score of 3-2. They also won the last time these two teams faced off at the EP Community Center by a score of 4-3. Welcome to the broadcast. Kevin Ford with your one-man coverage tonight, so bear with me. Trying to run computer, camera, and provide play-by-play, as well as update the scoreboard, which, as you may notice, has Eden Prairie as the road team. That's not correct, so just bear with that. Eden Prairie playing at home, as you can see there, at the Eden Prairie Community Center. 15:45 left in the first period. Looking to face this one off, Emily Oden against Charlie Dahlquist. Oden this season, 15 goals, one of the team leaders in that category. Putting some pressure on the back check of the Eagles, going through the slot, but fanning on a bouncing puck was Oden. Her teammate Anna Klein set up that rush. Down in front of us, it's Oden again, calling her name early and often. 23 points this season. Kate Ridlin feeds a pass along to Rogie. Rogie, the team leader in game-winning goals, 10 in her 2-year varsity career, by far the best of any Eagle. An icing whistled against Edina as it just goes past Dobchuk in net. About 2 minutes expired in the first. Thanks so much for joining us here this evening. The Eden Prairie boys hockey team had an impressive come-from-behind victory over Lake Conference foe Hopkins today to extend their streak to 8-0-1 in the last 4 plus years against the Royals. They were trailing 4-0 and 5-2 at one point in the third period before they scored 3 unanswered goals. Mark and Nolan Sullivan brothers getting involved. Michael Graham also scored again. He's had a point in every single game to start the 2014-15 season. And then Mark Sullivan, who played out of his mind, especially in that second half of the game, got the game winner with just 47 seconds left in the extra session. here tonight at the Community Center, honoring all those seniors as you see their jerseys. Pulowski, Boyle, Heppelman, Charlie Dahlquist, Astor, Heistad, and Isabel Brosseau. Talking to Izzy's dad, kind of joking around that there's Heistad with a shot and a glove save made by Goldstein, that she's only scored one varsity goal in her career. It was her very first varsity game, a game we had coverage of here on PSB since. She's gotten assists and everything, but no other goals. So it'll be kind of an epic performance, either for her to get a goal tonight, or should the Eagles extend their run and reach where they ultimately want to go, that state championship game, if maybe she could get the last goal of her varsity career in her final game. Be a fitting end. 13:45 left in the first period as Charlie Dahlquist weaves around, sends it back to Brosseau. Astor up ahead. Heistad taken away by Oden. She's been all over the ice for Edina. Now turns it over. Ridland's got it. Left face-off circle. Bad pass intended for Hengler, and it's stolen away. Here comes Klein. Leaves it for Oden. Oden flips that one up and out of play. Taking a look at the Eden Prairie bench. Long-time fourth-year head coach Jamie Grossman manning the helm. Teams have improved each season. Last two finishing fourth place at the state tournament, losing out to Hillmurray and Lakeville North the last couple of years. 13:03 left. As Rogie outskates the defense, gets a shot, and it's turned aside by the goaltender Goldstein. Good move by Rogie, but a nice job to hold her own, and between the pipes was Goldstein. Out to the point, Boyle shoots that one in around the boards. Oden there to receive. Over to Klein. Those two have been playing catch quite frequently to start this game. Klein burning middle and loses the puck out of play. Good hands by one of the assistant coaches. Face-off will come at center ice. You're watching a broadcast sponsored by Brandy Warm Beer, State Farm Insurance Agent, your local connection to Eden Prairie and all types of insurance. I have a bundled package with Brandy Warm Beer, and she got me the best deal. So again, your local connection, great personable skills as well as easy, conversations, as well as getting that quote. Just takes a couple of minutes. Check out Brandy Warm Beer, State Farm Insurance Agent. The Eden Prairie Eagles got that early goal. First minute of action from Crystalline Hengler from that same spot that Astor fires it in. This time covered up by Goldstein. And the Eagles kind of dictated flow so far. These teams definitely have a rivalry for girls and boys hockey, but in both cases, you define the word rivalry because there's some history there, but at least recent success has heavily favored one side. In the case of the girls, it's been all Eden Prairie, winning back-to-back section championships over Edina in 6 of the last head-to-head meetings, including earlier this season. And for the boys, it's generally the Hornets coming away and finding a way to knock off the Eagles. Pushing that one ahead was Brosseau. Back to receive is number 18, Ava Henriksen. Player goes down. Henriksen still working with it. Now it's Oden, takes a shot, pushes it wide. Now Boyle skates ahead with it. Dahlquist tried to come in late and take it away, but could not do so. Set a centering pass intercepted by Hengler off the sideboard. Down low to retrieve from her own end is Oden. Gets it off to Klein, poked away and turned over to Charlie Dahlquist. Now to Kate Ridland. Ridland circling around, looks for a centering feed, goes out to Boyle, takes a shot into the bodies of several Edina players, and Hengler scoots back to get the puck. Long pass is taken by Ridland. She'll be pushed off the puck. Short, quick pass into the skates of her teammate, Captain Taylor Williamson, the team's leading scorer with 44 points. Williamson trying to get an interception there, and the slot cannot do so. Now Heppelman back the other way, has two players flashing middle, but a great job on the stick checking by Henriksen to prevent Heppelman from ever getting a clean centering pass. Now Williamson double teamed, a delayed penalty upcoming, and finally we'll get that call. It's slashing called against, it looks like, Angie Heppelman. So power play chance for Edina on the season, 24.6% on the power play. Again, I'm Kevin Ford, single man broadcasting it tonight. Had an emergency, so only one of us could make it. And that's why you see some camera work like that. I apologize. I'll try to do my best. Some running computer, scoreboard, play-by-play, and camera. Williamson able to drift through a couple of players, take a shot, and a glove save by Dobchuk. Nice series of moves by Williamson. Dobchuk able to stand tall this season. The freshman almost unbeatable. 13-0-3, 1.26 goals against average, and a .930 save percentage. She snaps that one out of the air. And a quick shot thrown in from the point by Grace Bowlby, who's got 15 points this season. And the face-off again to Dobchuk's left. Bowlby finds Williamson. They'll send it back to Bowlby. Has a hard time handling it. Williamson clamps down, pinches in, centering pass. Tardy on the flash from Olivia Kilberg. Now retreating, finding Taylor Williamson. Williamson trouble handling this puck. And the Eagles will retake possession on the line change. They'll fire it down. Again, killing off this penalty assessed to Angie Heppelman. Eden Prairie has been a stellar on the power play this season. Great move down low. Unable to get a clean look, though, was Klein. And she'll send it back out to the points, and a cover-up save by Dobchuk. Eden Prairie 92.3% on the penalty kill. At one point they were almost up to 95, so slipped a little, but pretty hard to keep up that conversion rate. We're near in the low to mid-90s. Excellent job this year. Really all facets of the Eagles' game this season has been dynamite. And fortunately for Jamie Grossman's squad, too, they've generally been healthy. There's some injuries earlier on in this season, and Dobchuk missed some time, but she's back and improved from a very fantastic 8th grade varsity campaign. Skating up quickly with it is Bowlby. Bowlby leaves it for her teammate, has her pocket picked. That was Murney, Katie Murney. Williamson tries to find Murney, one-time it. Couldn't see where the puck was coming from. And the Eagles successfully kill off the penalty. Bowlby under pressure. Now Williamson. She's had a tough time a couple of instances handling the puck as she's moved across the ice away from us. This time turned over. Lauren Boyle, this is one of her typical long runs over on the far side, pushes a shot wide. Now skating to the slot and just wildly backhands that one to the corner as she subs out. Paige Reno brings it into the EP zone. There to retrieve, Brosseau. Sent immediately back in, but broken up by Ridland. So you find the puck on the screen. Now it trickles down to the near side boards. In the Edina zone. Hendrickson turns it over. Kolowski has it. One of the class of 7 seniors, class of 2015 for Grossman squad, that's led the charge resurgence in this program since taking over back in 2011-12. A slapper covered up initially, and a rebound given up. A score taken by Kolowski. So Allison Kolowski scores for the 8th time this season, as Goldstein made the initial save, gave up a rebound to the backside, and Kolowski and Heppelman awaiting it. Kolowski bangs it in, 2-0 Eagles. Williamson to Astor, up ahead to Ridland. Dahlquist to Ridland, another chance down low, puck still loose. And it looks like maybe the net came off its bearings. Referees whistle a stoppage and we'll check on it. It did. As Goldstein's given up some rebounds here. Shannon Peterson is the normal starter. Unavailable tonight. She's been outstanding, 9-3 with a 1.42 goals against, but without their starting netminder, Edina looking a little bit softer than what the Eagles may be accustomed to seeing. Goldstein makes a save there on a good drive off the stick of Lauren Boyle. 5:40 left in the first period as you're watching PSB. Face off. Taken by the Hornets. Down low, spinning around. Bowlby up ahead to Klein, turns it over. Morton slaps one off the advertising wall. Unable to keep the zone was Boyle. She'll reset. Forward pass up ahead. Oberle, she can't handle it, but will fight for the loose puck. Goes back to the Eden Prairie zone. Hangler up ahead. Oberle, one-on-one situation. See what she does. Takes a shot. Save made. Played back to the far corner. Caitlin Enriquez now to the near side wall. Looping back around to Anna Rusk. Now crashes into the boards. Kolowski centering pass. Right there was Heppelman, but couldn't get a clean look on it. And the puck travels all the way down near us. Heppelman weaves back to her own end. Dishing it up ahead, where Dean just goes down and missed an opportunity to try to get good at the line with the 2-on-2 situation with Kolowski. Kolowski gets the turnover, but then loses the handle. Kolowski, one of the 7 seniors, outstanding girls, athletes, and leaders for a program that's reached the state tournament back-to-back seasons and looking at possibly winning a first state championship since 2009. 2008, excuse me. Kate Ridland. Tied up. Puck's loose. Charlie Dahlquist. Out to To Ridland. Ridland Scoots a pass. Hengler receives it back. Centers on a backhand, taken away. Emma Schatz comes up, clears the zone. Trying to bring it back in. Ridland right away, as the Eagles have been much quicker to loose pucks in open space than the Hornets have been all game long. Hengler, beautiful feed for Rogie, but her stick got tied up on the body of the defenseman Paige Reno. Klein poked away by Boyle. Now Hengler hacking at it. Clears the zone, back out center ice. Bowlby, good at the line. Cuts it back, board pass down low. Molly Myrie looking. Turns it over. Eagles clear the zone. Distributed back in. And then on the line change, secede and accept the fact the Eagles are going to take it. It's Highstaff into the zone. Centering pass, tied up, stolen away. Murney in a joust with Hystad. Enriquez, Henriksen involved as well. Goes back out center ice, but a shot just wide from Sammy Morton on the line change. Centering pass intercepted, could have been dangerous, but back defensively were the Hornets. A shot laser beamed wide from Astor. He's going to sing a cappella at Michigan State and play club hockey there. She sings the national anthem and got a chance to sing it again tonight. She has a very lovely voice, so no surprise that she would pursue something like a cappella. Now a chance. Williamson tries to make a move, cut off by Werdine. Does a great job on the back check. College scouts should take note of that sort of play there from Werdine, talking to her dad almost to every pregame. Says the pipes have been her best friend to the detriment of her stats. Hit a lot of pipes this season. Also had a goal or two waved off. I do remember one against Hopkins. 42 seconds left in the first period. 2-0. Eden Prairie with the advantage. Boyle turns it over. Williamson digging in down low. Slides into the crease. And we have a stoppage of play. Looks like Dobchuk able to cover up, as Williamson lost her footing. Face-off taken and won by Rogie. Dahlquist chased and losing the puck. Number 16, Oden. Rogie, Dahlquist. Quick pass, shot out in front. Goldstein covers up. Final 5 seconds of the first period. 2-0 margin in favor of the home team Eagles, top-ranked team in state, taking on number 6 Edina, coming in with a record of 11-7. It's been a bit of a struggle in conference play, but just a credit to how stacked the lake is. Hornets just 1-5. After one period of play in the books from the EP Community Center on senior night, it's the Eagles on top of the Hornets by a score of 2-0. We'll come back for first intermission analysis and more as you're watching PSB.
Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie football and hockey on their big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food while watching your Eden Prairie Eagles at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, Tavern Turkey Burger, as well as delicious breakfasts that are served 7 days a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
I wish it was spring.
Hello, Carl.
Whoa! Who are you?
I'm the Mulch Store Genie.
Well, your entrance music makes you sound like an alien.
We Mulch Store Genies survive on grass and compost, not snow and ice.
If you're a genie, where's your lamp?
Mulch Store Genies live... Never mind you. Let's get to the point. You had a wish for me, Carl.
Yeah, I wished it would be spring.
Your wish is my command.
Sweet! This is much better. Wow, my lawn looks great too.
Indeed, Carl. That's the power of the Mulch Store Genius.
Thanks.
Tell your friends of my mulching powers.
The Mulch Store, granting beautiful lawn and landscaping wishes since 2000. Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
I really loved this book.
Me too. What was your favorite part?
The beginning?
The beginning was good.
Did anyone actually read the book?
I really like this wine.
You don't need a book club to drink wine with friends. Great wine and globally inspired food at Noodles & Company, your world kitchen.
The Sun Current is proud to be your community news leader for over 50 years. Each week you can read their in-depth coverage on local government, school district news, high school sports matchups, community events, and newsmakers. The Sun Current's website is now mobile user-friendly and provides breaking local news coverage daily. Check it out at current.mnsun.com.
Hey, look, it's the State Farm guy.
Yeah, and he's discount double checking.
Oh, Hans and Franz?
Surprise. Well, here's another surprise for you. Muzzle. Hear me now and believe me later. You pumped up our wallets with the discount double checking, so we want to repay the favor and pump you up.
Sorry, what?
Pull us, you flabby loser!
You'll thank us later.
That's right. Double check your diet.
Yeah. Row your boat.
Gently down the loser stream.
That's what I'm talking about.
Doesn't this hurt?
Not with those puny arms.
You don't just lift dumbbells, you drink them. Now, come on.
That's right. Feel it.
Hello, muscles.
The whole thing?
Yeah, when you're finished, you can eat this up too. Congratulations, Aaron.
You earned the suit. It's a start.
Yeah, not bad.
Really?
Pump up your savings with a discount double check.
Nice block, Adam.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie, a local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com. Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing several PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie boys hockey on the big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food and watch the EP boys hockey team at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, the Tavern turkey burger, and my personal favorite, the cheesy tater tots. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5, located just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
During this break in the action, I'd like to thank you for watching and ask for your assistance. In addition to live streaming games like this one, PSB Media also produces video commercials for clients. If someone you know is trying to grow their business, tell them to consider contacting production at psbmn.com. The internet is a powerful marketing tool, but due to its size, it can be difficult for messages to reach the right ears. Optimize their valuable time and money. PSB Video will help drive localized traffic to the client's website. Using keyword-driven content, PSB Video can improve where businesses appear in search results. Nearer to the top results means more clicks and more business. So please, tell those business owners you know to work smarter, not harder, by considering PSB Production. Find out more by emailing production@psbmn.com.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
Come over here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie, a local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com. Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie football and hockey on their big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food while watching your Eden Prairie Eagles at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean Pizza, Tavern Turkey Burger, as well as delicious breakfasts that are served 7 days a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
Woohoo! This is the best dead bath ever!
Larry, what's with all that racket?
I'm loving my new digs. This compost is amazing. Come on in, give it a try.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, you weren't kidding, Larry. This stuff is great.
The mulch store has compost your garden, and yes, even the worms will love. Stop by any of the mulch store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee to pick up the best compost in the Midwest. Online at mulchstoremn.com. Also shop rocks, seed, soil, edging, and more. Now's the time to make your neighbors green with envy.
Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
State Farm National Bureau of Assists agent Don Stockton has dished out more assists than anyone in history.
just like his twin brother, NBA legend John Stockton. Heat, Rockets, Bucks, Pistons. Whatever you toss his way, he's beaten them all.
Don't worry, we got you covered. Thanks, Don.
The best assist is born from experience.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie. A local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com.
During this break in the action, I'd like to thank you for watching and ask for your assistance. In addition to live streaming games like this one, PSB Media also produces video commercials for clients. If someone you know is trying to grow their business, tell them to consider contacting production at psbmn.com. The internet is a powerful marketing tool, but due to its size, it can be difficult for messages to reach the right ears. Optimize their valuable time and money. PSB Video will help drive localized traffic to the client's website. Using keyword-driven content, PSB Video can improve where businesses appear in search results. Nearer to the top results means more clicks and more business. So please, tell those business owners you know to work smarter, not harder, by considering PSB Production. Find out more by emailing production@psbmn.com.
Stay current on what's going on in your local community. The Sun Current is a local community newspaper that serves several communities in the Southwest Metro, including Eden Prairie, Edina, and Bloomington. The Sun Current will keep you up to date with the latest comings and goings on your school board, city council, arts and entertainment, and community events. And make sure you check out their in-depth high school sports coverage featuring weekly articles on Eden Prairie, Edina, Jefferson, and Kennedy. From football and hockey to tennis and swimming, the Sun Current has your favorite team covered. Keep it local and visit the Sun Current website at current.mnsun.com.
Welcome back to the Eden Prairie Community Center. Kevin Ford with your solo coverage of senior night. Eden Prairie taking on the Edina Hornets. Possibly a preview of the Section 2 AA Finals. Seen this exact same matchup the last couple of years in the Section Championship game. Of course, anyone who follows women's hockey knows the Eagles were victorious each of the last 2 seasons to reach the state tournament. Chaska, Chanhassen, Jefferson, Kennedy, Shakopee, Holy Family Catholic, and Prior Lake are the other teams within the section. However, I would really, peg down Chaska, Chanhassen, Edina, and Eden Prairie as the 3 teams that can be seriously considered for the section title victory, with a heavy dose of Eden Prairie reaching the heavy expectation dose, that is, reaching a 3rd consecutive state tournament. They've already defeated all the teams that bested them a season ago, including the likes of Minnetonka, Benilde St. Margaret's, Eastview, Centennial, and more. And looking to continue their unbeaten streak to 23 games here tonight on senior night, like they recognized, and their families, all 7 seniors. Just an outstanding group of girls, very committed to the program, helped under Jamie Grossman's guidance lead this team back after a couple of down years to being a perennial contender. Seniors include Allison Koloski, going to either the University of Minnesota or Iowa State. Very smart Isabel Brasseau wants to study mathematics, become a teacher, or focus on actuarial science. Very impressive position. I personally like statistics, so I can relate to Brasseau and trying to pursue that as a career. Very interesting roles, even if they aren't glamorous as far as being in the spotlight. Down low, shot redirected by Dobchuk. Ashley Astor, Angie Heppelman, Charlie Dahlquist, and Abby Heistad round out that senior class. We'll talk a little bit more about each one of them when there's an opportunity. So far in the game, 2-1 on the power play for Edina. No chances as of yet for Eden Prairie. Goals coming in the first minutes by Crystalline Hangler, the 9th grader, and Allison Koloski. The senior added her 8th of the year. About midway through, that's where we stand. 1 minute into the second period, 2-0 Eagles. Earlier today, the Eden Prairie boys team stunned Hopkins in overtime, completing a 4-goal comeback and defeating Hopkins 6-5 in overtime. Game winner scored by Mark Sullivan, his 5th of the year. He had 2 in the contest as Heppelman makes a nice series of moves. Gets all the way down to Goldstein, who finally covers up. 16:01 left. Puck pushed out. Wardeen with it. Plays it back to herself, turns it over in a fight for the puck. And it's pushed out, taken by Oden. Oden skirts along the near side boards, now loops back across near the right point, spins around, it's turned over, giving chases Heppelman. She's a fast skater, gets a shot away, goes wide. The goaltender laid out by her own teammate Oden, trying to get back on the back check. Goldstein appears to be all right. 15:23 left. Brosseau lines up a shot from the point, pushes it wide. Now the puck sent in near the goal line, but taken away by the Hornets. The slapper goes off the back of her teammate, who ducked, expecting it to possibly hit her, and it did. Was target practice, inadvertent target practice from Oden. And she hits the back of Olivia Kilberg. Now the Eagles with it, poked away. Puck loose, out to the right point, over left side. Shot comes in, pushed wide. That one was thrown down by Lauren Boyle. Ridland leaves it for Hangler. Loops it around the end wall. Fielding it, Rogie. Boyle. Shot goes through traffic, it's broken up. Now Dahlquist, cross-ice pass mishandled, left behind for Boyle, turned over by the Hornets, who will send it the length of the ice for an icing. 14:16 left in the second period. Good sequence by the Eagles on that series, as they held it in the Edina end for a long time, at least a minute and a half, and forced the Hornets just to send it the length of the ice to reset. Refuel as well. It's been mostly Eden Prairie throughout. First period shot totals heavily favored the Eagles, 10-3. This season they're outshooting opponents by almost a 3-1 margin. Well, there's been a lot of close games for the Eagles. They're 22 wins and 6 losses, if you don't count ties, in 1-goal games since 2012, which is excellent, but close games or not, the Eagles have been very effective at putting the puck in on net. Brosseau fires, broken up. Tickled out of the zone by the Hornets. Williamson blasts one. That was a good ripper. Missed just high. Dobchuk tries to cover it up. She dives back and able to cradle the puck. Face-off upcoming to her left. Referee talking to Dobchuk. The face-off will take place, and it's won by the Edina Hornets. Shot from the point, a rebound given up, and a cover-up by Dobchuk on the save. Good ride provided by Caitlin Enriquez, who's got just 1 goal this season. Certainly on that shot, but more than capable of scoring multiple times in future seasons, just a sophomore defenseman. with it. The shot goes in, turned aside. Murney had a good look. Now Hystad. Beg your pardon on my camera angle. Murney plays it back into the Eden Prairie end. Again, one-man crew, so I'm failing you on the camera work. I'm trying to make some excuses for myself. I still want to get all the action I can with 12:28 left in the second. Face-off taken by the Hornets. Giving chase. Ridland pokes it away. Rogie and Ridland playing catch. Angler out to the point. Cross ice. Shot taken. Goes just wide. Outstretched Goldstein was there to protect. At least the low shots. Shot now goes into the body for a save. Goldstein saves the shot from Boyle. Donna Hornets 11-7-1 this season, coming off a 4-1 victory over Hopkins and a 6-0 win over Grand Rapids Greenway. The Eagles victorious here on Tuesday night in a game we have coverage of over Wayzata. 1-0. Angie Heppelman scored the game's only goal on the power play. Landing on a centering pass, now just late on arrival was Ridland. Going back to retrieve, Dobchuk leaves it off for Boyle. Weaves through traffic, now a possible rush situation, takes a shot, that one slapped wide, actually never even reached the net, as it was broken up by Paige Reno. Ward pass, Brosseau. Doesn't take it cleanly. Williamson into the zone. Finds a backdoor pass. Trying to go give and go to Williamson. She and her teammate Sophia Slattery are trying to go back and forth. Tic-tac-toe, but it was no go. Williamson slides and knocks the pipes loose. This off will take place out of the EP zone. Down in front of us, Slattery. Going against Koloski. Won by the Hornets. A couple players trip as they try to move upper body faster than their lower body. Goldstein pushes it ahead on an outlet. Immediately sent back in by the Eagles. Verdine holding on to the arm of Reno. Koloski turns it over. Then sent right back to the Eagles. Far side, Heppelman dancing with it. Down low, centering pass, bounces through, untouched. 10:20 to play in the second period, 2-0 Eagles. Slapper fired in, blocked. And an icing call against the Edina Hornets. Tavern on 4 and 5, one of our fine sponsors of tonight's broadcast. The most excellent potato tater tots that I've ever experienced, homemade and delicious. They melt in your mouth. Also outstanding burgers, pizzas, drink options as well. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5. Oberly, Angler. Far side. Hornets now with it. They've been with their backs to the wall most of this game. Great pressure and forecheck by the Eagles all night long. And Edina not completely healthy without their starting goaltender, Shannon Peterson. Looks like from an offensive standpoint, all their stars, though, are healthy. Still haven't found a way to consistently attack the Eagle pressure and break through it. 9:33 left in the second. Angler. Pass rolls up ahead. Ridland. Now taken by Rogie. Dumps it in. Back to retrieve. Board pass. Stolen away. Ridland. And the joust will lose it. Slattery. And an offside called on the Hornets. Off. It's going to kick out to a Hornets player down low. Rogie turns it over. Williamson. Williamson tries to thread the needle and instead deflects off the body of Rogie. Rogie from the slot pushes that shot wide on a big pivot. Knocking that puck out of the sky was Rogie. Goes back to her teammate Charlie Dahlquist. She'll take a shot into the body. Right on the letters of Goldstein, who makes the save. Sun Current of Eden Prairie, another one of our sponsors in this final coverage. Final girls hockey game coverage of the season. We'll have the remaining boys hockey games on the slate. But we do plan on, of course, following the girls hockey team as they make their run, finish out the regular season next week. Give a go at sections and try to reach the state tournaments for the third consecutive year. Perhaps finish with a state championship, should be the third in team history. So we'll follow the action, cover a couple section games is the thought. Some state games perhaps as well, and just tweet about them. So you can always follow us and keep in touch with us. We're online at psbmn.com, on our website, on Facebook, PSB, or Twitter at PSBMN. It's at PSBMN. Great cross-ice pass. Appleman giving chase, pokes that one up and over the pipes. Pushed out of the Edina zone. And another icing called against the Hornets. Goldstein makes a save. Puck found its way back to her at the 7:23 mark of the second period. Hornets skating ahead with it. Odin giving chase. Morton. Good pass to Heistad. Trickles all the way back to Reno of the Hornets. No icing this time. Line change for Edina. Heistad finds Morton and a snag out of the sky for Goldstein. Watching PSB Media, your live local play-by-play station for Eden Prairie girls and boys hockey and Eden Prairie athletics as well. cross-check called against Kate Ridland. So the second penalty assessed to the Eagles in this one. Edina, again, as I mentioned in the first period, if you were watching then, 24.6% conversion rate on the power play this season. Eden Prairie, almost untouchable. Penalty kill is 93.2%. So, very good conversion rate. If you'd like to email us, you can always do so at announcers@psbmn.com. That's announcers@psbmn.com. Let us know who you're listening for, watching, cheering on, which team you're rooting for, where you're listening from, any sort of information. A good save made by Dobchuk, and it's cleared out by her teammates to back her up. I may not be able to read those emails on the air, but we'd still be happy to hear from you. Maybe correspond after the game. Shot redirected by Dobchuk. Williamson pinches in, takes another shot, snapped off into the glove of Dobchuk. Great positioning, as she's got fantastic fundamental skills between the pipes for the Eagles. Always in the ready position, ready stance, and so quick with those reflexes. As you see there, diving and stick checking away the puck. Now sprawled out on the crease. The puck trickles just underneath her glove, but pushed wide. Oden down in front of us. Just kicks it into the Eagles zone with 35 seconds left on the player advantage. Eagles able to clear, and Charlie Dahlquist can have an opportunity shorthanded, wraps it around, and it's steered clear by Goldstein. Great chance for Dahlquist, looking for her 9th tally of the season. Now handcuffs Goldstein, but able to make the save nonetheless, with 16 showing on the penalty. Edina has given up 2 shorthanded goals this season. Pinching in, taking a shot, hits the pipe. Oden with a hard drive. Now has another chance at full strength. Big rebound given up by Dobchuk this time. Klein tries to take a shot. Never makes it through. The block by Dahlquist. And the clear by the Eagles for an icing on them. Face-off circle, Oberly versus her opposition, Taylor Williamson. Puck frozen momentarily. Williamson out to center, broken up. Rousseau in there, along with Rogie. Rousseau up ahead, Astor. Now Rogie. Ridland sends it out. Astor takes a shot, redirects off a skate. Comes near side boards. Oberly tied up. Puck loose. Rogie has it. He'll take a shot into the belly. Goldstein makes the save. .327 left in this second period of play. 2 first period goals accounted for the scoring in this one. Crystalline Hangler in the game's first minute, and Allison Koloski about halfway through. Wrap around. That one's stonewalled. Puck still loose. Butterfly stance for Goldstein. She's down out in front. Puck bleeds out. Now a centering pass broken up. The stick was tied of Rachel Werdine, who was trying to unleash it. Now she's pegged down over the far side boards in front of the referee, taken away and carried out by the Hornets. So a good stand defensively by Edina, trying to stay in this contest and still just down by 2 goals. Werdine will try to take a shot. Good save there with the stick by Goldstein. Appelman out to the point, able to keep it in. Boyle with a great kind of shovel action move. As she chipped it back in, Appelman leaves it for Dahlquist. Dahlquist trying to weave through some players. Puck now nobody's to take, or anybody's to take, and it was Edina who got there first. Back to receive. Puck is loose behind the net. Taken away. Ridland's under pressure. Cross-ice pass by Rogie. Clears out into the Edina bench. Face-off coming with 2:01 left in this second period. Senior night. Charlie Dahlquist, Angie Appelman have played together since they were single digits. Appelman and Dahlquist will finally be separated after they graduate. Angie planning on going to a school in the Midwest for nursing. And Charlie Dahlquist going to UMD to continue her hockey career. Izzy Brosseau going to UW River Falls for hockey. Lauren Boyle going on to The Ohio State University. The national champions in football. Played Big Ten country for the Buckeyes. Rogie takes a shot save, made again by Goldstein. Lots of looks in this one tonight for Eden Prairie, but recently they've gotten them up high enough where Goldstein's been able to get a good line of sight, crouch down and just cover up as it hits her sweater. It being the puck. Kowalski will lose this face-off. Goes off the back of Oden to be held in the zone. A shot goes just wide on a redirect, thrown in initially by Brosseau. Eagles playing with it down low, fanning on the shot. Appelman winding up was Brosseau, blocked again. Here come the Hornets trying in transition. They have a possible 3-on-1 if they hurry, but it's broken up by Ashley Astor. What a job defensively. 1-on-3. Just so nonchalantly but assertively break that one up. 44 seconds left in the second period. As Astor made that last poke away, looked seamless. Edina Hornets 1-5 this year in late conference play. Finally got their first win in defeating Hopkins. They started 0-5. Looking to string together some success in the lake. Running into these number 1 ranked Eagles is certainly a challenge, to say the least. Kicking at the puck, piercing it with the skate, trying to squirt it loose is Caitlin Enriquez. Finally it squirts free and taken ahead by Slattery. That'll expire the second period clock as Lolita Fiddler was giving chase in the EP zone. Excellent job so far by the Eagles. Hornets hanging tough, though, still trailing by just 2 goals. You're watching PSB Media's coverage of EP girls hockey. We'll come back for second period thoughts right after this.
Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie football and hockey on their big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food while watching your Eden Prairie Eagles at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean Pizza, Tavern Turkey Burger, as well as delicious breakfasts that are served 7 days a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
I wish it was spring.
Hello, Carl.
Whoa, who are you?
I'm the Mulch Store Genie.
Well, your entrance music makes you sound like an alien.
We Mulch Store Genies survive on grass and compost, not snow and ice.
If you're a genie, where's your lamp?
Mulch Store Genies live... Never mind you. Let's get to the point. You had a wish for me, Carl.
Yeah, I wished it would be spring.
Your wish is my command.
Sweet, this is much better. Wow, my lawn looks great too.
Indeed, Carl. That's the power of the Mulch Store genius.
Thanks.
Tell your friends of my mulching powers.
The Mulch Store, granting beautiful lawn and landscaping wishes since 2000. Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
I really loved this book. Me too. What was your favorite part? The beginning?
The beginning was good.
Did anyone actually read the book?
I really like this wine.
You don't need a book club to drink wine with friends. Great wine and globally inspired food at Noodles & Company, your world kitchen.
The Sun Current is proud to be your community news leader for over 50 years. Each week you can read their in-depth coverage on local government, school district news, high school sports matchups, community events, and newsmakers. The Sun Current's website is now mobile user-friendly and provides breaking local news coverage daily. Check it out at current.mnsun.com.
Hey, look, it's the State Farm guy.
Yeah, and he's discount double checking.
Oh, Hans and Franz?
Surprise.
Well, here's another surprise for you. Muzzle. Hear me now and believe me later. You pumped up our wallets with the discount double checking, so we want to repay the favor and palm you out.
Sorry, what?
Pull us, you flabby loser!
You'll thank us later.
That's right. Double check your diet.
Yeah. Roll your boat.
Gently down the loser stream.
That's what I'm talking about.
Doesn't this hurt?
Not with those puny arms.
You don't just lift dumbbells, you drink them. Now, come on.
That's right. Feel it.
Hello, muscles.
The whole thing?
Yeah, when you're finished, you can eat this up too. Congratulations, Aaron.
You earned the suit. It's a start.
Yeah, not bad.
Really?
Pump up your savings with a discount double check.
Nice block, Adams.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbier State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie. A local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com. Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing several PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie boys hockey on the big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food and watch the EP boys hockey team at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, the Tavern turkey burger, and my personal favorite, the cheesy tater tots. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5, located just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
During this break in the action, I'd like to thank you for watching and ask for your assistance. In addition to live streaming games like this one, PSB Media also produces video commercials for clients. If someone you know is trying to grow their business, tell them to consider contacting production at psbmn.com. The internet is a powerful marketing tool, but due to its size, it can be difficult for messages to reach the right ears. Optimize their valuable time and money. PSB Video will help drive localized traffic to the client's website. Using keyword-driven content, PSB Video can improve where businesses appear in search results. Nearer to the top results means more clicks and more business. So please, tell those business owners you know to work smarter, not harder, by considering PSB Production. Find out more by emailing production at psbmn.com.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
Fill a bit here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbier State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie, a local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbier.com. Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie football and hockey on their big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food while watching your Eden Prairie Eagles at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, Tavern turkey burger, as well as delicious breakfasts that are served 7 days a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
Woohoo! This is the best dirt bath ever!
Larry, what's with all that racket?
I'm loving my new digs. This compost is amazing. Come on in, give it a try.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. You weren't kidding, Larry. This stuff is great.
The mulch store has compost your garden, and yes, even the worms will love. Stop by any of the mulch store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee to pick up the best compost in the Midwest. Online at mulchstoremn.com. Also shop rocks, seed, soil, edging, and more. Now's the time to make your neighbors green with envy.
Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
State Farm National Bureau of Assists agent Don Stockton has dished out more assists than anyone in history, just like his twin brother, NBA legend John Stockton. Heat, Rockets, Bucks, Pistons. Whatever you toss his way, he's beaten them all.
Don't worry, we got you covered.
Thanks, Don.
The best assist is born from experience.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie. A local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com.
During this break in the action, I'd like to thank you for watching and ask for your assistance. In addition to live streaming games like this one, PSB Media also produces video commercials for clients. If someone you know is trying to grow their business, tell them to consider contacting production at psbmn.com. The internet is a powerful marketing tool, but due to its size, it can be difficult for messages to reach the right ears. Optimize their valuable time and money. PSB Video will help drive localized traffic to the client's website. Using keyword-driven content, PSB Video can improve where businesses appear in search results. Nearer to the top results means more clicks and more business. So please, tell those business owners you know to work smarter, not harder, by considering PSB Production. Find out more by emailing production@psbmn.com.
Stay current on what's going on in your local community. The Sun Current is a local community newspaper that serves several communities in the Southwest Metro, including Eden Prairie, Edina, and Bloomington. The Sun Current will keep you up to date with the latest comings and goings on your school board, city council, arts and entertainment, and community events. And make sure you check out their in-depth high school sports coverage featuring weekly articles on Eden Prairie, Edina, Jefferson, and Kennedy. From football and hockey to tennis and swimming, the Sun Current has your favorite team covered. Keep it local and visit the Sun Current website at current.mnsun.com.
Here from the Eden Prairie Community Center, Kevin Ford with your coverage of Eden Prairie and Edina girls hockey. Coming up on the schedule for Eden Prairie, they'll be taking on Minnetonka January 27th. And closing out the regular season versus Dodge County a week from tonight. Thereafter, section plays and the road to state begins for both these squads. Edina, they're next at Wayzata. They close out a very busy week next week at Wayzata, at Roseville, so traveling across the metro area, and then finishing up against the private 1A school Brack next Saturday. So 3 games left for them, 2 for Eden Prairie. Edina, number 6, 11-7-1 coming into tonight's action. The Eagles still undefeated with a record of 19-0-3. Taking a peek at the girls hockey rankings, between Edina and Eden Prairie, you've got a couple more Lake Conference teams. Minnetonka is number 2, Maple Grove number 3, Hill Murray 4, and Wayzata is number 5, rounding out the top 10 after Edina at number 6. Roseau, Lakeville South, Lakeville North, and Cretin Durham Hall. Again, if you're interested in emailing us, you can do so at announcers@psbmn.com. That's announcers@psbmn.com. As I am a one-man crew, I won't unfortunately be able to answer them during the broadcast, but we can definitely take a peek and respond to your emails as they come in after the game. If you'd also like to send us a tweet, you can do so at PSBMN. I probably could respond to that a little bit sooner, so if you use Twitter at all, at PSBMN might be a little easier to reach me. The Eagles 2 first period goals, and they lead 2-0. Kind of interesting. I also provided play-by-play of that 6-5 overtime victory for the Eden Prairie Eagles boys team over Hopkins. That in both the games I've covered today, there's been scoring in the first and third period, at least for the boys' game. Haven't yet seen what will unfold here tonight, but there was no scoring at all in either of the second periods. I find that a little strange. Maybe both teams, or all teams involved rather, more proactive when they're defending the near side nets from their bench. No easier substitutions and changes to make for better scoring opportunities. Shots on goal almost evened out in that second period. The Eagles held a 10-3 advantage after one. Edina outshot EP 14-10 in the second, so 23 versus 17 the difference at this point. Ashley Astor plays it back. Puck is loose, trickles back to the defense. Angie Happelman over far side, back near side now. Here comes Henriksen. Down low to defend Astor. Chipping away at the puck is Dahlquist. Astor flings it along the end wall, takes it back on a feed from Berceau. Outlets it to Dahlquist. Skating up the center of the rink. Will try to get a shot in on net. It's turned aside. Now Hangler winds up as her pocket picked. Excellent job by Oden, coming out of nowhere to pick the pocket of Hangler. Slinging a pass to the official. Now Heppelman taken down, and we do get a first penalty called on the Hornets all game long. Heppelman has taken a penalty and drawn a penalty now. As Edina's most prolific scorer, Taylor Williamson, will take a seat in the sin bin. Eden Prairie this season on the player advantage, 20.8% on the penalty kill. Also pretty good units. The Hornets 85.7%. Hornets so far killing off the first 20 seconds no problem. The Eagles haven't yet gotten set. Outlet, Dahlquist, weaving, going around the cage, leaving it down low. Rogie beaten to the puck, and Boyle cannot hold the zone. Hangler mechanically feeds that pass. Goloski now slips the pass over to the near side, playing it down low. Over to Boyle, peels it off her skates. Near side board, Pulaski pegs it back. She and Werdine working along the near side boards. Werdine in a battle with Volby. Volby strips the stick of Werdine. Still jousting for it. Excellent job by Volby. Also Murney coming in there to play a pesterer. And the puck's cleared. So it should be a successful penalty kill. As you see, just 8 seconds left on the power play. The Eagles get it back into the Hornets zone. Astor takes a rough fall into the boards. Got tripped up. Boyle found Astor, but couldn't do much with the puck. Both teams at full strength. Williamson gets a shot and it's blocked away. It's not too early to start thinking about spring. The Mulch Store, Minnesota, 4 locations in the Twin Cities, has the best compost in the Midwest. Use it for your landscaping, your gardens, and more. 4 locations in the Twin Cities. Find out more at mulchstoremn.com. Icing whistled against Eden Prairie. Noodles & Company now has catering as well as delivery, with hundreds of different combinations and cuisine from inspired creations all over the globe. Go to Noodles & Company, nearest location in Eden Prairie by the Eden Prairie Center. And find out more about their catering at noodlesandcompany.com/catering. Hornets still really haven't had too many scoring opportunities. We've seen a lot of sort of play from their own end, trying to make these rushes, and then the back check of the Eagles denying good chances as offside is called against Odin. The story of the game so far, back checking of the Eagles on senior night. They so well, so cohesive as a team. They maintain a 2-0 advantage. The Eagles shutting out Wayzata on Tuesday night, 1-0. That was actually Dobchuk's first shutout this year. When you look at her numbers, it's kind of surprising because you figure with a 1.26 goals against heading into the game and in 1.3 something going into that Wayzata game, that she'd have more than a goose egg in the shutout category, but picked up her first. A lot of 1-goal games allowed as she covers up here with 10:44 to play. Now possibly trying to go back-to-back in the shutout department. The Hornets have picked up the shots in on Dobchuk, as I mentioned. But still, I wouldn't call too many grade A chances. There was one that zinged off the right post. And that's been about it. Dobchuk's looked very strong in net tonight. Icing whistled against Eden Prairie. Apologize, we were expecting to have a higher quality broadcast, but emergency happened and we had to use lower processing computer, so lower processor can't quite provide that high of a quality stream, which is unfortunate. One-man crew here tonight as well. Dahlquist fires that shot up, and Goldstein able to make a save. Dahlquist put on the wheels and blew past a couple of Hornets defenders. 10-12 left. Face-off is won by the Eagles. Scooting in, trying to get a shot away. Puck still loose out in front. Goes out to the face-off circle. That's blocked as Berceau tried to zip one down. Now Astor retrieves. Near side, Werdine. Up ahead, Heppelman. That one's kicked, steered side. To the side, save made by Goldstein. Hustling for the puck. It goes out to center ice where Odin corrals it. She loses the handle. Edina good at the line, but just 1-on-4 won't work out for him. Appelman. Board pass up ahead. Werdine down low. Taken back by Williamson. Williamson veers through a couple of players, can't make it through two more. Sending a pass this way. Now into the Eden Prairie zone where the Eagles have it and immediately clear. Rogie, far side Boyle. Puck slips past her. Boyle, miscommunication, puck loose, played by Boyle as she retreats to her own line. Cross ice pass. Sent back this direction. Ridlands still maintains possession. Squeezing in toward the center of the ice, looking for Rogie across the middle. Just overshoots her target. The Hornets from their own end. Enriquez. Now the puck bounces off the stick, on foot rather, of Murney. Enriquez, Bowlby, Murney. Now Bowlby with it. Slips past a forechecker. Bowlby tries to take a shot. That one goes wide. 7:51 to play. Feeding it up ahead, Heistad. The Eagles will substitute. Klein intercepted. Here's Kowalski. A shot. Blocker save by Goldstein. Those dangerous turnovers on the line changes. We've seen a number of goals result of those types of plays. That time, though, the Eagles denied by the goaltender. Appelman skating ahead. Take on the defender. Nice job there by Hendrickson, down low, puck loose out in front. Goldstein in a crouch position. Two more tags by Oberle, and a couple more saves made by Goldstein. Puck to the near side boards, where the wall loops around. Now to Astor, over the right point, pinching in, shot glass wide. Karam steep off the boards. Jabbing and chipping it away are the Edina Hornets. Pass too tall for a teammate. Williamson the intended target. Now Astor skates middle with it. Up ahead, good at the line, looking to take a shot. Rogie, that one broken up. Trying a centering pass was Ridlands, denied by the defense of the Hornets, who have played pretty strong on their back check as well, just obviously not as strong as Eden Prairie, and gave up that very early right point goal to Crystalline Hengler on a little bit slow rotation. For Hengler, that was her 5th of the season. Pulaski added her 8th midway through the first, and that's where we are scoring-wise, still 2-0. The advantage to the home team on senior night. Commemorating their work, dedication to this program of the 7 seniors in the class of 2015 who would look to and like to go out on top when it's all said and done. Nevertheless, wherever they finish, definitely deserve a lot of credit and praise. The hours they've put in, to their families for bringing these girls to the rink, and all those skate-arounds and practices all these years. Several that will continue their collegiate hockey careers as well, for their commitment to the sport. 5:30 left. A shot will be taken. Good pad save by Goldstein. Gave up a huge rebound, but nobody home. Klein, cross-ice pass. Murney flies that one in. Taken by Boyle. Boyle outskating my camera moving ability. Find the puck behind the cage. flinging it around the near side boards. Puck still loose. Now the Hornets trying to clear the zone. All the fancy stick work didn't get very far for Anna Rusk, as the Eagles at least stripped it away from her. Now a chance the other side, just wide from Williamson, looking for number 27 on the season. 4:35 left, a chance the other way where Dean pushes it into the body of Goldstein. So Goldstein, backup goaltender, has been pretty steady since allowing that first goal to Hengler. Allowed some rebounds, but held her own as well. Came into the contest 4-4-1 with a .273 goals against average. And should the score hold up as it does, the only number she won't improve then is her win-loss percentage. Oden, centering pass, broken up. Good job defensively by, looks like, Izzy Brousseau. Now a 2-on-1 chance, left it behind for Ridland, takes a shot, rebound out in front, and it's cleared out by the heads-up Murney. Looks like the net needs to be reset. See if we can find a replay of that. Too tardy on the replay attempt. Apologize for that. And an icing whistled against the Hornets. 3:33 left in period number 3. Eagles looking for victory number 7 in 8 tries versus these Hornets, and a regular season sweep, winning earlier this season. Also victorious last time these two teams played at the EP Community Center, winning that one in a more high-scoring affair, 4-3. Centering pass, Boyle comes in. Thought about the shot, thinks better of it, tucks it underneath for Werdine, who couldn't get the stick untied. Hystad takes a shot, and a great cover up by Goldstein. Gave up the initial rebound, but it was a soft one, and able to, all in one motion, go down to the butterfly, and then curl the upper body over to cover it up. Excellent work there. Just a sophomore, so plenty of opportunities to improve her overall game. Of course, on the other side, Dobchuk, we've seen great improvements from her, and she was excellent as an 8th grader. Had a year, just a 9th grader this year. Plenty more of opportunities for her to grow as a steady feature in the net for the Eagles for years to come, as we saw a big hit applied by Kate Ridland, taking out Eva Hendrickson. The fans, rather, for Edina wanted the referees to whistle her. Now a chance the other way, a shot and a score for Edina. A huge goal with 2:11 left, wipes away the shutout and makes this one a 2-1 difference. Excellent goal by number 12. Lolita Fiddler scoring for the 13th time this season, beating Dobchuk to the glove side. So Lolita Fiddler cuts this advantage to 2-1, and Jamie Grossman calls a timeout, wants to talk things over. Suddenly, what seemed like a game surely in Eden Prairie's hands has a different feel just like that. We'll take a quick timeout and come back after their timeout on PSB.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
He'll have it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbier State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie. A local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbier.com.
Now trailing by a score of 2-1. I'll update the scoreboard momentarily. A goal from Lolita Fiddler at the 14:49 mark has them re-energized their fan base into it as well. It's kind of a cozy situation for the Eagles. Now a backdoor feed. Fiddler gets tied up by Hangler. Great job coming in, breaking in late by Hangler to ward off a possible scoring chance again from Fiddler. She just dangled the puck along the crease, and in a rare instance for all the games we've covered, saw an offensive player beat Alexa Dobchuk. As you see the net empty, Eagles fans were hoping the puck would redirect itself. It missed, not by much, with 1:11 to play in the third. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast of senior night. We'll have an archive of it. We have archives of the majority of the other games we've covered. I know a couple are missing, and parents and fans have asked about them. Some of them just didn't quite capture right, so we might not have them. There's a shot out in front, and the game-tying goal is scored by the Edina Hornets. What a job by Murney. And suddenly, it's 2-2, 1:03 to play. Just like that, the tide has turned. So 2-2 your score. This momentum has now changed heavily in favor of Edina. Fiedler credited with the assist on the Murney goal. And the Eagles need to get out of this little bit of a funk now. Try to create some momentum of their own. They have not scored on Goldstein, who's been pretty good since that first period. And Dobchuk, who seemed like she was on her way for a second straight shutout, now has given up back-to-back goals. The puck frozen, and it looks like one of the defensive players is going to be called for interference. Grace Bowlby just lay on top of the puck with her forearms. Well, we'll see what the official call is. Discussing it, the referee with Bowlby. As the referee is going to give an explanation to Edina and head coach Becky Wacker. With 21.9 seconds left, This could be a huge penalty. And it's going to be a penalty shot because they said the infraction occurred in the crease. So how about that? So here it is, coming down to this. Charlie Dahlquist with 21.9 seconds left in a tie game has an opportunity to avoid overtime and provide a game winner and theatrical finish to senior night. Dahlquist waiting for the whistle. Here she goes, skating on the right side, trying to make a move. And a save is made by Goldstein. What an outstanding job as you see her teammates pile on to congratulate her. What a clutch performance. She may not be the starting goaltender they had in mind to start this season, but she has been every bit as good as a starting goaltender. As we take a look at the replay, watch this again. Making the move. And the save. Off the face-off, we had some confusion. The puck went in the net. The referees didn't signal anything as I was showing you that replay, and it won't be a goal. So that kind of makes me happy, at least, because otherwise I would have missed the game-winning goal, showing you outstanding save by Goldstein. Packing at the puck, Ridland. Now it goes out to Dahlquist, and you hear the buzzer signifying this one's headed to overtime. What a save by Goldstein, and a job by the Hornets, swinging momentum completely on its head and tying this game late with two late third period goals. We'll come back for the overtime right after this.
Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing PSP broadcasts of Eden Prairie football and hockey on their big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food while watching your Eden Prairie Eagles at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean Pizza, Tavern Turkey Burger, as well as delicious breakfasts that are served 7 days a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
I wish it was spring.
Hello, Carl.
Whoa, who are you?
I'm the Mulch Store Genie.
Well, your entrance music makes you sound like an alien.
We Mulch Store Genies survive on grass and compost, not snow and ice.
If you're a genie, where's your lamp?
Mulch Store Genies live... Never mind you. Let's get to the point. You had a wish for me, Carl.
Yeah, I wished it would be spring.
Your wish is my command.
Sweet, this is much better. Wow, my lawn looks great too.
Indeed, Carl. That's the power of the Mulch Store genius.
Thanks.
Tell your friends of my mulching powers.
The Mulch Store, granting beautiful lawn and landscaping wishes since 2000. Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetrista, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
I really loved this book. Me too. What was your favorite part? The beginning?
The beginning was good.
Did anyone actually read the book?
I really like this wine.
You don't need a book club to drink wine with friends. Great wine and globally inspired food at Noodles & Company, your world kitchen.
It's overtime from the EP Community Center. If this game is any indication of what a section final will be like, boy, will that be an enjoyable atmosphere and experience. Heck of an effort by Edina to battle all the way back. Hadn't gotten too many good scoring chances, if any, through the game's first 48 minutes, but scored twice in the final 2.5 to even this one up at 2-2. Then a penalty assessed to Bowlby in the crease for interference led to a Charlie Dahlquist penalty shot, which was saved by Goldstein as you see her come up with another big stop. She has been outstanding tonight. The sophomore has made 34, now 35 saves on 37 shots and has really held her own against the top-ranked Eden Prairie Eagles. Face-off will be taken by the Eagles. Again, this game can end in a tie, although, at least maybe to some of these fans, it already feels like the playoffs and should have a victor. No matter if these teams don't score after one overtime. Of course, it is sudden death in overtime, so whoever scores first wins. And there's about 7 minutes to play in the frame. The Eagles trying to drive in, zipping around and shooting a shot wide. Now a centering pass is broken up by the Hornets and sent out. An opportunity. Eagle defense. Hangler stops the drive attempt by Molly Myrie. Katie Murney with the goal, and a shot is saved by Dobchuk coming from outside the right face-off circle. So face-off upcoming. The Edina Hornets bench definitely into this game now, so is the fan base. As I've mentioned, the Eagles have fared very well of late against Edina in these head-to-head matchups, winning 6 of 7. That's not to say Edina can't come away with the victory. They've certainly expressed their desire in the last few minutes, tying this one up. Now the Eagles trying to respond. A shot save made by Goldstein again. Coming up huge in every key situation. Dahlquist denied a second time right at the goal. A shot fires in. This one deflects just wide. Able to just get a piece was Goldstein. Dahlquist centering pass. That's broken up by the Hornets defense. Rousseau ties up a couple of Hornets and loses out. The outlet pass will trickle all the way down. And Dobchuk wisely watches that one slip just past her. She made sure it wasn't going in on the net. So it'll be an icing call against the Hornets. 5:23 to play in this extra session. In overtime this season, Edina 0 wins, 0 losses, and a tie. And the Eagles 3 ties, but also 3 victories. So they've found a way to come up big. Rogie is the person to look out for. She has 2 game winners in overtime, 5 overall. 5:05 left as Koloski able to keep it in the zone. Here comes Werdine now leaving it off. Taking a shot is Heppelman, broken up. Koloski out to the point, sending this one in down low, tied up. A shot, another save made by Goldstein as Werdine looking for the game winner. Now Boyle oversteps the bounds and misses out and will then get penalized on a hit low to Klein. So Boyle raises the stick up over her head as she steps into the penalty box, upset at herself on the penalty now for 2 minutes. 4:37 left in overtime. as the Eagles battling with the Hornets 2-2 and having to kill off two of these precious overtime minutes. They've been outstanding on the penalty kill, over 92%, as Odin steps in, turned aside by Dobchuk. Myrie to Odin. Odin sips one in, and a save made by Dobchuk. Beautiful hands right there. She had someone dead to center right behind her, looking for the game winner. Lolita Fiedler in great position on the back door. Odin will face off against Koloski. And the puck's going to be won by the Eagles, keeping it in the zone, taking a shot down low. Save made, goes back out to the point. Bowlby now pinching in, and a score! The game-winning goal in overtime. The Edina Hornets have defeated the Eden Prairie Eagles. Their first loss of the season comes in heartbreaking fashion. Over 3-2 the final score as Edina celebrates on the ice. Their fans pound on the glass and honor the effort put forth in the final 20 or so minutes of this contest. 3-2, Edina surprises the Hornets. There's a conversation being had with Alexa Dobchuk. The Eagles stunned, their perfect season over. But one positive, the silver lining, at least if they were going to lose, it didn't happen in single elimination playoffs. So 3-2, the Hornets win. We'll give you the game winner and final recap coming up momentarily after our Sun Current post-game show. That's on the way now. Final score 3-2 Edina.
The Sun Current is proud to be your community news leader for over 50 years. Each week you can read their in-depth coverage on local government, school district news, high school sports matchups, community events, and newsmakers. The Sun Current's website is now mobile user-friendly and provides breaking local news coverage daily. Check it out at current.mnsun.com.
Final score again, Edina 3, Eden Prairie 2. Your Sun Current post-game show brought to you by the Sun Current of Eden Prairie. Your community news and sports leader in the Eden Prairie area for over 30 years. To find the latest news, sports, feature stories, go to current.mnsun.com. Boy, what a game tonight, commemorating the efforts and hard work, commitment, dedication, and success of this strong 2015 senior class for the Eagles, including Koloski, Lauren Boyle, Angie Heppelman, Charlie Dahlquist, Ashley Astor, Abby Heistad, and Izzy Brosseau. As you see their alternate jerseys hanging up over on the far side boards. Their team got out to an early lead as the Eagles scored in the first minute of the game. Crystalline Hangler banged one in from the right point. About 8 minutes later, Allison Koloski made it 2-0. The Eagles dominated shots on goal in that first period, 10-3, and really then through the second and better part of the third period seemed to possess the puck pretty well, and it seemed destined that maybe the Eagles would pick up back-to-back shutouts, as they had won Tuesday night 1-0 in holding off the Wayzata Trojans. Instead, the Hornets had different things on the agenda as Lolita Fiedler beat Alexa Dobchuk backdoor. Beautiful setup from her teammate, and Fiedler able to dance around the crease and beat Dobchuk top shelf. And just in the environment in the EP Community Center, you'd have to be here to experience it, but you know, it just felt like that was going to be more than just a one goal effort, you know. It's going to be more significant than just a goal in a 2-1 defeat. And sure enough, Edina got another goal about a minute later. That one scored by Katie Murney, her 5th of the season. It seemed like it was going to go to overtime, but then the Eagles finally came out of their daze and ended up getting a great scoring chance in on net on Goldstein, who was fantastic tonight. It was a penalty called on Volby. Interference in the crease. Dahlquist gets a penalty shot, but Goldstein stood her up, made the save, go to overtime, and about 3 minutes, 15 seconds in, the game winner was scored by Taylor Williamson. That came on a power play as Lauren Boyle had been penalized for a check. And that's all the Hornets needed, going on the player advantage and capping off a great 3-goal unanswered streak and defeat the previously unbeaten Eagles by a score of 3-2. I've been Kevin Ford with your coverage tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Great game, and again, possibly a preview of the section championship. It's been these two teams facing off back-to-back years. We'll see how it all unfolds. Thanks for watching tonight, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. 3-2, Edina victorious over the Eden Prairie Eagles.
Thanks for tuning in to live, local, play-by-play coverage of tonight's game. Catch all the action all season long on your home for Southwest Metro Sports, PSB Media. Tonight's game was brought to you by The Mulch Store, Umbria Gourmet Pizzeria, Athlete PT, Noodles & Company of Eden Prairie, The Sun Current, The Tavern on 4 and 5, and in partnership with Minnesota Football Magazine, The Pioneer Press, and BEC TV. You can find an archived broadcast of tonight's game available 24/7 on psbmn.com.